Welcome, welcome, welcome to Garnet Queen Tarot, where we are inspired to rise. How are my wonderful, wonderful Scorpios doing today? How are you guys doing? What's been going on? Well, before we dive in, you know our routine. Let's practice on our breathing. Inhale, exhale twice. Shake it off. And take a deep breath and hold it. Then release. Let's do it together. We want to block out any negative energy because you know what? It's a gorgeous day. The sun is shining. The week is almost done. And I'm sure you got a list of what you already accomplished this week. You're doing good. You know you're doing good. Scorpios, let's get on our path. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Woo, woo, you gotta shake it off, shake it off, shake it off. You know, we block out any haters and naysayers and negativity and people trying to drain our positive energy. We're not into that right now. Scorpio, you about your money, you about your paper, you about your life. Let's start to live it. Let's see what's in store. Spirits talk to us on behalf of our wonderful Scorpios. Give them the dedication they need to achieve the goals they have set aside for themselves. Help them to see the signs, helping them to listen to the messages being spoken. Help them to listen to their intuition, which has all of the answers. Because those, it's usually from experience that you picked up along the way and you work on it to better it. That's what it's about. How many times you feel like you're drained sometimes and you just can't go on? You take a breather for a minute and then you dig down again and you start fresh with some new tasks to complete as you continue. Eventually, you're going to have all that you want in abundance. You just got to go through the process. It's like training to be your best self. That's a deep and spiritual thing. When you start to know who you are, ooh, that gives me chills. Think about it. Let's say, think of yourself as a superhero, okay? And you have powers. But because of the fact you don't use them, you can lose them because it's there. And then the time where you should apply it and use it, because you're not in tune with yourself, you don't even know you got it. So a lot of times you'll go through so much more than you have to because you're not aligning up with yourself. When you align up with yourself, you begin to flourish because you're feeling the power from within coming out. It's changing your life. It's making you see things clearer. So let's say that every level that you have to climb and get to, there's a special drink. Think of it like that. Like there's a special drink. And you only receive it once on every level. So you really got to strive and keep moving forward in order for you to get the other drink. And if you look at it as, rationing, and once it's done, it's done. So you have to probably ration it for the whole month. But as you start digging and getting more insight into who you are and how you react and the things that you do, you start seeing things before you even got the next drink. Depending on what level you're on, you're gaining clarity every step of the way. You're learning to handle your business. You're knowing when to multiply and subtract. And you're learning what to do to have profit in your life. So a lot of times as you're climbing and you're getting that drink every month and you're reaching your goals, a lot of times other people that are in your environment haven't been exposed to the same drink. Take that, okay? Take that. That drink is about growth and climbing. So when they see you drinking, woo, woo. Let's see, what's our message? Be open to healing information. What were we just talking about? That's about getting over humps in life. That's about dealing with the backlash and criticism for things, how you do it. A lot of times when people see you climbing and you don't seem to be slipping, you're staying steady on course, they just want you to trip. Ah! It's horrible. It's horrible. I have seen it. This is stuff that happens in the real world. People dislike people strongly because of their accomplishments. When you start feeling bad about good things that you do and people are putting you down because of the good things that you do, isn't something wrong with that? And you see, initially, when they do things like that, you feel doubt. You feel bad about yourself. You feel disappointment because maybe something's wrong with me, or maybe I didn't do it right, or why are they not receptive to me? Let's say there's two of you, and one of you is constantly asking those questions. Why? Why me? Why? Why me? The other part of you is still climbing. Imagine that. There's some people that when they start getting heckled and booed and they give up. You change it up. You master your craft. You add to your skills and you keep climbing. Yeah, you may be down a little bit because you're refreshing things. You know when people say, I shoulda, I woulda, I coulda. Don't be that person. Continue through the rocky times. Be open to healing information. You have the power when you continue to manifest and pray and talk to your source. You have the power to alter your life in your favor. Have you seen people, they started on one way on the path? They had to take a few detours, and now they're on a different path that's leading them right to where they need to go because they didn't want to stay stuck where that path had traffic and backup. They wanted to get a more freeing highway. When you know things need to be changed, you have to become that change agent. You can't sit back and wait for other people to make things happen for you. You have to have intentional purpose where you know why you're here. All of us, I strongly believe, have it inside of us to know who we are and what we want and how to get there. But when obstacles come and you get beat up along the way and you just throw your hands in the air, you want to give up, you're frustrated, you're tired, you're drained. If it was going to be easy, everybody would be in the same position and we would all be successful. But that's not the case. Some of us have to dig digger than others to find our purpose. You see some kids that could naturally sing from young and or play the drums or do this and very intuitive with instrumental things. They get the beat, they hear the music, and you're shocked, you're surprised because at such a young age that some kids may, or even some adults may have to wait till they're adults to form that relationship very closely. There's others that put their best foot forward and go for it. We're not all made up the same way. And it's not about color, skin, or anything. It's about believing in who we are, respecting ourselves enough that we could be in tune with ourselves and hear the messages so we could continue to grow. It's a lot of work to grow. That's why you have to heal through every obstacle. You have to breathe each and every day. You have to focus and refocus so you can achieve your goals. And it's a lot of work. And some folks give up during the process. It got a little too tough for them. So some of them are changing their mind. They say they see you climbing. So it's easy to take what you have and pull you down than to get back on that track and ride that train to my own success. We have to alter our way of thinking and look at it from a different perspective. Sometimes you got to step up to get up. Listen to messages that help you and allow you to heal. Forgiveness is part of healing. Make sure that you forgive people as well. All right. Unlock the magic. Unlock the magic within. This is what we're talking about right now. Unlocking your magic. If you know who you are, do you know that that's the beginning of unlocking your magic? Scorpio, unlocking your magic is about rising and being flexible in different situations. It's about, because you are so in depth with yourself and connecting with yourself and knowing who you are, that when obstacles come on your path, some of those battles with those type of obstacles you've already been through already. So you're bringing a wealth of experience, a wealth of knowledge. Abundance would come your way when you know the tricks of the trade, when you know how you react to certain things. People do things to test you because they see where you are going. And the person with the power to throw you off is you. How many times have you fallen down and gotten back up? Think about it. Think of all the times when you thought this was it. Oh my gosh, this was it. Well, I put my best foot forward. I did what I could. I'm leaving it in my source's hands. And that's as you should move forward. You have to keep it all in line. Having the faith, the desire, the passion for something, knowing the purpose of it, being aligned with self and what you can do and how you can get forward in this position. You know you got to keep going, but you got to change up your game plan a little bit. You fell off over here. Okay, I was a little too close to the edge. Now I got to change stuff up a little bit so I can stay on course. And every time you fall off, what do? You stand back up. Fall down 7 times, stand up 8. And you keep going. You might have a little bruise here, a scar here. That's experience. That experience is to help pull you forward, because if you overcame this, then you overcame that. Ooh, you know you're going to overcome this. And it's showing you how to move ahead. Falling revives you. It's not automatic failure. It revives you. You say, oh, okay, I see what they did. They put some roadblocks on that road so that when I'm coming through, I'm going to fall off. You know what? They got me this time. One time, shame on them. The next time, it's shame on me, because I already been there, done that, and I know that I either take an alternative route or I approach it differently. But you can't do the same thing on the same road and expecting a different result. They call that insanity. Come on. You have so much magic within you. It's time you start releasing more of it. Okay? And it seems like it only comes out during your fight and flight type phase. You don't have to be scared or terrified. You could keep it as a little additional ammunition, but know how to utilize your tools. Every tool in your back, embedded in your back, carrying in your bag, you should know how to utilize it. Don't wait for something to happen to pull it out quickly. When you put it away, know what it was put away for. You have to continue to focus and refocus and focus and refocus on your dreams. You know why? Because they were given to you for a reason. And you still have work to do. You still have work to do. If you were not needed, you would not be here. Fly like an eagle and don't allow other people to make you doubt who you are. And show off your magic and don't be ashamed. That's what I'm saying. Here we go. Harness mystic power. Harness mystic power. The powers that are embedded inside of you, given to you by whomever you believe in. You not utilizing your gifts, your skills. It's like telling people I'm not worthy. Telling yourself I'm not worthy. Like other people's ideas matter and yours don't. Are you crazy? You know how good you are at what you do? There are people that step back and admire you, Scorpio. You are admired. And you're not recognizing what you got. It's time to wake up. It's time to wake up. Stop the nonsense by thinking you're not good enough or somebody's better than you or you can't achieve this or you can't get this and listen to people and they nonsense. You know what keeps me going? Is when people want to limit and restrict me and tell me I can't do something. We're all human. But it's up to you to find out who you really are. Who are you? And what is your purpose here? If somebody says, well, I'm a bum. I always was going to be a bum. My daddy was a bum. My cousins were bums. And that's the life you want to live. Why don't you make it different? Why don't you take your power and hold on to it and change it? Unless that's the way you think and want to be, that's on you. It's just that depending on where you live in, the weather can change up on you and if you're outside. Some people have issues where they're trying to do better. And because of mental challenges and disorders and not getting the assistance necessary, they can't control how they move. Life is so tricky. Like, I'm a big donator for different homeless shelters. I believe in people helping people, and people, sometimes people just need a hug. They just need a little assistance. And they try their best, and sometimes things don't always work out right in their minds, and they see things differently from you because maybe they were never exposed to that side. And that's why one of the things that you like doing, Scorpio, is helping other people. So why would you put yourself in a position where other people tell you you can't do something which you love doing and have to do what they choose for you? That doesn't work out well. So stay true to yourself. Stay true to your source. Make sure that each and every day you figure out more and more the best of yourself and who you are. Who are you? Hold on to your gifts. Hold on to your powers and be able to share it with others so that you could continue to grow and people will continue to know who you are and what you contribute to the world. You have a lot going on right here. You're like in a spiritual mode. You're really seeking out who you are and what you possess. That's why you ended up here. You're getting ready to elevate to the next level, and you want to make sure that you have the necessary tools to make it happen. What? Oh my gosh. Scorpios. That's why I love staying there, Scorpios. They got great ideas. Wow. A high priest is saying, intend and create. Place intention with what you're seeking, knowing its purpose and how it will change your life. This is a big deal. Oh my gosh, Scorpio. You on your transformational journey. You are on a transformational journey. I feel so light-spirited now. You're changing on every level. You better drink up because there's a lot of steps to climb. You are elevating. Ooh. When you want more, you go for more. You're wanting more. And the way you did things is really smart because you set it up in a way that you're able to learn from others. And you absorb all the information. I'm going to call you sponge because you have taken on everything. You have learned so much. You learned how to climb up that hierarchy, that ladder, go up in that elevator. You listened. Whether you was an intern, an assistant, a personal assistant, whatever role you played, you made sure you set yourself up to grasp the concept of knowledge through others. You made up your mind that you were going to hang around people that helped to elevate you so you could grow. And you're scared to take the necessary steps because you have to put all this information together. But you already know. You already know. Oh, go Scorpio. Go Scorpio. You already know. You got this. Your life is changing right now. This is beautiful. It's like seeing that butterfly that came out from the shell it had on it to blossom into this beautiful, healthy, knowledgeable, committed, determined individual, butterfly. And now you're ready to fly. It took a minute for you to grasp the concept and understand, but now you know. And when you know better, you do better. That's what it's about. Stay rooted and grounded. They want you to stay rooted and grounded. You know why? Because what is going to be bestowed upon your path is going to be in abundance. It's going to be overwhelming. And they want to make sure that you're prepared to handle what comes your way. You ever see that sometimes you'll see a celebrity and they hurt themselves or, commit suicide or strung out. Your world could be turned upside down so quickly. So quickly. It's like sometimes they feel that people have drained you so much. People have drained them so much. And then when they're not on top anymore, people do what? They desert you a lot of times. And you're hurting, but you don't want to act like you're hurting. And the drugs help to suffice in your mind that I don't need anybody, I don't need this, I don't need that. I'm going to be okay. And you just, when you take the drugs, it like helps to soothe the pain that you're experiencing. And then you start feeling the pain more and more, and you take more and more, keep taking more and more, and before you know it, it's either you're in rehab from almost dying or you didn't make it. This is what happens every day to everyday people. Sometimes things are so overwhelming, you just want the noise to stop. When you think of those little kids that commit suicide and people say things to them about who they are, and they don't realize who they are yet, and they listen to what's being said to them or something about them is not like everybody else's, so people laugh at them and make fun of them. People hurt. People hurt. Then you find out the person that was teasing them all the time got issues at home. So then it becomes hurt people hurt people. Scorpio, you've been through a lot. I'm not even going to play it and lie. So you do have walls up and you do have self-doubt at times. But you've been through enough storms to know that there are times that may not be your strongest, but somehow or some way you find your way back to rise again because you're determined. Y'all know what my daddy always said? Yes, you have to hear it again. Perseverance seldom fails. You have to keep that in your mind at all times because there are people determined to tear you down in life. Sometimes you tear your own self down because of your lack of belief in yourself. But I tell you, you've been through worse storms. I know you're tired of going through the storms, but you see, if you recognize now, you actually have the tools to utilize to get through the storm a little bit smoother. Don't allow people to keep you at a level that you're not comfortable with. If they always want to push you down and suppress your voice and to keep the peace, I'm just going to go along. Don't do that to yourself because you'll never be happy. And I tell everybody, you have one life to live. One. Do your best for yourself, for your family, and for your purpose here on earth. Because when you know better, you do better, and you rise. Stay true to yourself. Seriously. Some of you have some serious decisions to make, especially how you decide to move forward. But when you know yourself and you're listening to yourself and you're listening to your intuition, a lot more will be revealed to you because your source knows that you're serious and about your business. So even if you experience a downtime, get back on course and recognize the job is not done. Take care. Talk soon. Garnet Queen Tarot saying, be inspired to rise. Be inspired to rise. Stay true to yourself and be thankful each and every day that you get to start all over again. Peace and love. Take care. Talk soon. You're in a good spiritual mode right now. Good for you.